Hey YouTube, it's Morgan, aka the Mountaineer, and as you can see, I'm about ready to get back on the trail. I parked by the other trailhead, just got done the road hike section. It's been quite a while since I've been hiking. It's been about a month since I've been in Kanawha State Forest, but that was just to see my sister and her family. I came down, we ate out and kind of a picnic, and all the boys played, had fun. It's been about 2 months since I've hiked. Did that day hike with my cousin Zach and up North Fork Mountain. It's been over 3 months since I've hiked in here. Last hike was mid-January. So I'm doing the Overlook Rock Trail. It's fairly short, some very steep portions, but it's a good familiar trail. It's probably the 4th or 5th time I've done it. And as you can tell, I'm already getting out of breath, but it's a good little trail to try to get reacclimated, get my hiking legs going again, and maybe my lungs. Anyhow, I'm gonna put my phone away and go up this big old hill. Got my pipe going. This is a fairly level, smooth trail from when you get to the top to the little side trail down to the rock. So I stopped, packed my pipe, lit it, and got back and then started hiking again. It's a nice day out. Well, guys, I made it to the Overlook Rock. A little bit of a different perspective for you guys than I usually have, I believe. Usually I have the camera more on this side. You can see back here the little trail that comes down to it from the main trail. I don't know if you can see it. I'm sure you can hear that my water's on. As I said before, I lit my pipe a ways back there, packed it and lit it. My good old backpacking pipe. Falcon with a meerschaum bowl. And in it, I'm smoking cobblestone hiking. It's a burley flake. To be honest, I kind of have mixed feelings about this tobacco. This is, I mean, I haven't smoked enough. This is really only my second bowl of it. The other was on a super cold, one of the super cold hikes. But I'm not a huge fan of burley. It's okay, but there's something both intriguing and annoying about this blend. It has overall a decent flavor, but then it has kind of a cigarette, you know, that kind of burley cigarette flavor. And there's a weird high note, like almost a minty menthol type note, and I'm guessing that's from the burley. I don't know for sure, but it does burn really well. I don't know if you noticed my shirt. Look at it! My Door and Pipe shirt I got from Brian, as well as a pipe in his annual Christmas giveaway. But this is kind of a weird thing also. If you can tell, the sun's over here. It's very obviously not, you know, early morning sun. It's actually a 6:15 on Sunday evening. I was going to get up this morning, but I got to bed a little late, but I just could not sleep. So I just slept in until it was time to get up and get ready for church. But it would have been 40, 42, something like that this morning. Really overcast. And now there's a bit of wind. Whenever I was getting set up, I was like, man, it's going to be terrible. It's calmed down, still a little breezy, but as soon as I got down to this rock, the wind started blowing a good bit. And it's not just because I got out here exposed, because as I'm coming down that trail, you know, it's open to the wind too. I mean, through some trees, but it's calmed down. It's beautiful. First hike in the spring here this year, here at Kanawha State Forest. Try to get some videos of some chipmunks. A lot of the chirping you're hearing actually is chipmunks and not birds. And then I'll insert one of the clips here and listen. The chipmunk is tiny. You can't really make it out super well, but you can see its tail going. So look right in the middle of the frame and look for movement. And listen, and he's chirping, he or she's chirping in time with his tail. So that'll help. But then there were also some in the trees around me chirping, and kind of neat, but I'll insert that here. I mentioned it would have been low 40s this morning. It's probably about 60 degrees right now. Sitting in the sun, even with this breeze, I'm still feeling pretty good. Even being like my back is, you know, sweaty from having the pack on it. But this is really comfortable. I'm hoping now that for the most part, busy season is over at work. I'll still have sports for the boys up into the beginning of June. But hopefully I'll be able to get out on Sunday mornings, if not Saturday mornings maybe. And for the most part, I think I'll be working until about 4. So I may even try to get some evening hikes like this in. Just kind of have my clothes ready in my car, clothes and pack, and head out here, change when I get here, and hit the trail. And I should have 3 or 4 hours to hike before it gets dark. Not that I would take that long, but nothing fancy today. Just Yeti Cup didn't bring out any pottery or anything. And the little pour over my sister got me for Christmas. I got my coffee done and finished my pipe at the same time. So I have some, I just packed about another half bowl of Hearth and Home White Night. Ooh, that's good. Both of them. Hit the trail about 5 after 5. And it's almost 6:30 now. Drinking coffee this late usually on a weekday. I cut myself off about 2 or 2:30 of caffeine because it the older I get, the more it affects me, and the earlier I have to cut it off. But special occasion, and I'm planning on getting to bed at a good time and taking a sleep aid, so hopefully that'll counteract this. And hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep. Oh boy. The last time I did this trail, it was a New Year's hike. It was on the January 2nd. I think it was a Saturday. It was, because then I started work that Monday on the 4th. But that was when I came out, and it was really busy. I'd never seen trails and stuff this busy here. And I figure it was a combination of people having time off and people starting in on their New Year's resolutions. But because it was so busy, there are kind of a couple layers to this rock, and I went down a couple, and You know, I heard numerous people coming, but at one point there was that group of people that just kept going. I guess maybe seeing how far they could spit. I thought I would expect it from a 12-year-old or something, but they sounded like they were at least college age or older. But certainly changed. A lot greener around here. Yeah, a lot of new leaves, a lot of little buds getting ready to burst open. Saw a couple dogwoods in bloom at the top of the hill. Looking out across at my view, I can see a couple, I'm guessing either dogwoods or serviceberries. A couple red buds there, about past their prime by now, or down here. Some other little flowers, and then just a few birds and a whole bunch of chipmunks. Just saw what must have been a pretty big bird, if I can see it all the way over here, but across that power line. I hadn't tamped that really since I started smoking it. Still smoking pretty well, but it probably doubled in size. All that tobacco had expanded up. Amazed it was still burning that well. Nice to be out here smoking a pipe in just a t-shirt. Sitting comfortably without being all bundled up. Anyhow, guys, I've been rambling long enough. Hope y'all are doing well. I may or may not have some pictures or clips to shoot on my way on down the hill to my car. But if not, guys, thanks for tuning in.